Alright, we back for part 3. I was just waiting for a good enough comment. And this is it, because it's indeed about to get spicy, okay? Now, we've already established Liberia was never for liberation. It was always to extend the plantation overseas and make sure that the overseers look just like the slaves, aka the natives. Because what that did, placing us there, was establish a direct connect to open that gate to all the natural resources in Liberia. And Liberia is a small country, but little did you know, it is packed densely with natural resources, minerals, Q blood diamond. Pay attention, okay? Because for decades upon decades, China, Russia, and America had that connect. They were getting it. They were eating up all our resources like this. And we was there in our colonizer outfits acting a damn fool. Until one day, okay, Samuel Doe, who was in the military, started talking some stuff. And he was like, look, we can't be doing this to our natives. And we shouldn't let these people in our gate. We need to gatekeep, right? And we're like, okay, I like your idea, but this is what happened. Because he was talking, and we was asking for a plan, and he ain't sound like he really had a strategy. And like I said, I told y'all, Samuel Doe was a wild boy, okay? Wild boy. And all of a sudden, we were like, okay, what we about to do? And he was like, we about to take over the whole country. And we were like, excuse me? And he was like, yes. And we're like, how we gonna do that? And before we could even say how we gonna do that, he had already staged a coup, okay? And he had got rid of the president at the current time. He staged the first successful coup and took over. Okay? Got rid of Tolbert. And we was like, oh, damn, before we could even flip around, we're like, oh, okay, so I guess you're in charge now? And he was like, yes. And we're like, what we about to do now? And he was like, we about to go ham and kick all these people out of here. And we're like, how we gonna do that? He was like, I don't know, I got no plan, but I'm just gonna go do it. And that was a problem, because what had happened was he started recruiting people into his group, and they weren't the best of people. Like, I'll bring up somebody. His name was Charles Taylor was one of his peoples. And all of a sudden, Charlie started stealing money. And Doe called him, and Doe was like, oh, you got your hand in the pot? And he was like, yeah, I got my hand in the pot. And Joe was like, well, you got to leave. And so he sent Charlie back to America, because that's where Charlie was from. He was actually gangbanging in Florida. And he sent him back. And Charlie kept gangbanging in Florida until they arrested him. Okay. And so he ended up in a Boston, Massachusetts jail. But it's so funny, because while he was there and we was establishing our true independence, all of a sudden, he showed back up on the shores through Cote d'Ivoire. And we was like, what you doing here, Charlie? And he was like, I got to talk to Doe. And he was with his friend, Prince Johnson. And we were like, what y'all want? And they were like, we got to talk to Doe. And I was like, oh, man, it's about to get. And I was like, they go shoot the fair ones. And I shouldn't have said that, because before I even got that out, all of a sudden in the building that they was meeting in, bullets started raining everywhere. Y'all better come back for part